What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
Let's get you to a physical.
They've killed my bearer. I demand recompense.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Dark clouds gather. Yeah, the whole place just looks too depressed.
That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Hello, NPC vendor man. Stone skin. Oh. See, if I can get like the attack one of that, that'd be cool. An extra 30 seconds of the boost? Heck yeah. Let's see, music rolls, full heals. Nothing I need.
Oi, look sharp!
Good to see you, Sid. The soldiers who did this are long gone, I'm afraid. We're doing what we can to treat the wounded.
So they showed up, handcuffed Martha, killed a bunch of bearers, and just left. You'd think given the destruction of their mother crystal, the Empire would be a bit more keen on keeping bearers alive.
If those Orsons touch an arrow on Martha's head, oh, kill them all myself.
Nah, man, I got dibs. Everything's just gloomier. I don't know, it's just because of the weather right now. But compared to the last time, it's a lot more dour.
Look. Up ahead.
Martha?
Martha. Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
The petrified people got back up. Well, I want to attribute that to them appreciating Martha and the abbot.
Black shields.
I don't feel like that's gonna go very well.
There has only ever been one order of shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
I gotta make sure I don't trigger Ramu's ability at a bad time there. But yeah, they went and pissed off Clive here. And that's a mistake. Oh no.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Alright, someone here's gonna die. Oh, not. Oh, that's one of the bears. Where's the abbot?
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Oh, good, you're still here.
They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Oh yeah, no, they pissed off Clive. Let's go ham. This seems pretty lore accurate to the current situation. They disrespect his past, he disrespects them.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Breath of the Wind Gouge. Wait, I already had that. No, I have the damage one. Okay. I was about to say, if I'm supposed to get those for free too. That's 20k I wasted. Gotta do a quick check. See if there's any loot floating around. Nope, there isn't. Okay.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The calling
continue, Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg his aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Yeah, I need to murder me a lot more Imperials before I'm gonna feel better about any of this. I gotta look at the active time stuff more as well. Read up all the details on things. Black Shields. Instituted by the it would be that bitch. The Empress. In one of her first acts as vicereign of the newly established imperial province, they are tasked with purging the impurities from the province, which in practice mostly involves slaying bearers under the slightest pretext. What in the Nazi shit? God, like, man. It's very on the nose. Ooh, an Ariman. I haven't seen one of these yet. Oh, it's a hunt. He's got a bounty. I didn't expect to walk into a hunt. Larger, faster, more ferocious than most. While it's always an option, defeating them can earn them only renown. Not only renown, but also rare materials. Hell yeah.
Spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Doom. Oh no. Am I gonna get insta-killed? What? Man, he hits hard. He teleports like a little coward. Quagga. Earth. Okay. Ow. It lasts for a minute. Yeah, he's definitely durable. So it's just a countdown and then a big explosion. Okay, that's not too bad. I thought Doom was gonna be like insta-kill. And that's what to be very concerned. Got him. Can't dodge the initial casting. I can dodge the giant explosion afterwards. Getting more in the swing of fighting this guy, but he is a quick little bugger. If all the hunts put up that much of a fight, I'm absolutely down for it. Ooh, is that like a new currency? I think I mentioned something called Renown. Okay.
You didn't see that coming.
This man is making an eye pun.
That's better.
Clive, I just lost so much respect for you, man. That's low. Low-hanging fruit. Like, cock and ball. God, that quest is going to destroy me for the rest of the game.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Also, Jill, you missed it. I fought a giant eyeball. I wonder, like, do those respawn? Will new ones appear? I just want to do more hunts. And story. Hunts and story. Side quests are admittedly tolerable in this game so far, but I know I can't judge really because I'm only, you know, like 10 or 11 hours in and finishing the prologue.
Thank you, Founder.
Hey, no problem, man. I got you.
Oi, look sharp! And they called themselves our country.
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our administrations.
No one survived then.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
Unpicking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
They don't call me Clive the Pimp for nothing. You'll get your men.
Arthur's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else would be out cold after what she's been through.
If you don't mind, Sid. I'd like to stay here with Martha.
All good, all good. The White-Winged Wonder. What's that?
We're best off staying where we are for now.
Try not to move.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
I'm always down to help chocobos.
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now, they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
I'm always down to help out a chocobo in need.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
I will gladly save the chocobos. You ain't gotta convince me, man. Point me in the direction. I will fight God.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Wasn't his chocobo as a kid white the one that, like, took some shrapnel to the face for him? If it's the same chocobo 18 years later, that'll be so sweet.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
Oh yeah, Ambrosia was the chocobo's name.
Brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
I remember we haven't seen Jill like prime or transform. Like, we saw Sid do it more than a few times. Clive's done it.
Chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Are they like right there? Oh yeah, they downed some people. Okay, let me deal with the bull over here. Man, that shreds. Oh, that's too far for that. I'm slipping up. Ow. I didn't expect the lunge. Might as well nuke him and top up on some HP. Oh, he lived. There we go. Black blood, that's free money.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Don't mess with a Chocobo, man. You will invite wrath upon you. Literally called Chocobo Poacher. Man, imagine living your whole life, forging your identity as a person, and when it comes time for you to get your ass beat in a JRPG, your name is Chocobo Poacher. Oh, you look tough. Well, tough's a strong word for it, but you'll do. Durable. Now that I'm out of the start of the game, the enemies definitely have more HP on them. And at least a few of them, like the Ari mine there, have some better combos and stuff. Like, this guy can't even touch me. Come on. And let's nuke him. Not even any decent loot. Come on, guys. I guess I can't expect much from Chocobo poachers.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy?
Oh, is it Ambrosia? He's got the scar on his eye.
That scar. It couldn't be.
The bravest chicken horse there ever was.
Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Aw. Does Ambrosia really need blinders? Oh no, that's just for the wounded eye.
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
I like how Ambrosia was separated during all the hubbub of Phoenix Gate, and for the past 18 years has just been beating people up in the woods. That is beautiful. Hold R3. Oh. Man, that's a lot faster. Heck yeah. Alright, any other side quest? Nope, nope, nope. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, well, back to the hideaway.
Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal?
Gav, you're the best.
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Oh.
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities.
The rich uncle.
Rosfield.
Oh god, did Gav not know?
And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Otto's counter. Alliant reports, the Patron's Whisper, and the Hunt Board. The Hunt Board I'm hyped for.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I don't think there's anything new here at the Smith.
Clive? What do you want?
Nope.
And?
Alright, let's head on down, and we got one side quest here. Okay, no, just the one here, okay. I haven't been to this part of the ship yet. And yes, I'm gonna call it a ship, because it's blatantly gonna be a fucking ship. Gotta look around for little hidden treasure chests and stuff. Ooh, what's this? Marble tendrils. Let's see. Dry for 3 to 5 turns to the sun until brittle to the touch. Grind in mortar. Add milk to remedy gout, melancholy, and moon sickness. Caution recommended when harvesting. The host may grow disquieted. Okay. Experimental records. Writing some vineyard stuff and deadland soil. Oh yeah, wait, no, that's from the side quest we did. We had to save the samples. So even mixing the blight soil with healthy soil still messes up plants. Okay.
Won't be long now, Martel. You'll try your apples soon enough.
He named the tree.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of what they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Doesn't say exactly who Martel is. I feel like that's someone who died during the previous attack on the hideaway.
Did you come through the forge today?
I haven't been to this part of the ship yet either.
And you say Sid built this place?
Well, one can't really build what's been lying around for several thousand years. But it was his idea we claim it for our own.
I'll examine up there later. I'm sure we'll have need to come back there for another side quest or something.
There was a time I only had eyes for Otto. But then I saw the light, and his name is Cole.
Aww.
That way he looks at you like a frightened fawn who's lost his mother. Oh, if
Cole is weak. I'm into that.
through his heart.
Right, here we go. Looks like some bunks. More notes. Rosarian verses. Oh, it's a little poem there. Okay.
They say removing a brand is almost as painful as getting one. They say removing a brand is almost as
Once the Dalmecs have laid siege to the Dominion, very little will be leaving Twinside, including the many medicines distilled there.
Clive visited the infirmary, having dressed a laceration on his left forearm, cleaned and stitched. The rest of the arm so could heal. Not an hour later, he was leaving another mission. Must be the 100th time he's disobeyed me. The next time he comes to me for treatment, I'm tying him to the bed. Kinky. I mean, if that's what you gotta do, Doc, that's what you gotta do. So let's see. Nectar.
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Waypoint Nectar's Adventures.
I don't think so.
Nectar, that's stupid. Alright, well I got an idea of how the hunts and the board work. It harps that fearless heroes, that's you, will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the marks. Okay, so I already did this one. So what else we got? We got the Angel of Death and the Belphegor. Okay, okay. One's in Sandbreak, the other was in Rosaria. Clairview and Broken Hilt. That B one looks interesting. Almost twice the pay of the Ahriman.
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Words are immortal.
Oh.
Business is busy. Still.
Alright. What do we got?
Benefactors are a generous lot.
Completing side quest earns renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to the cause. Okay, so renown straight up just gets you good stuff. Let's see, so we get some 400 ability points. Jeez.
You earned this. Here you are.
Berserker ring. That sounds neat. Okay.
Clive. Anything catch your eye?
And no available side quest there.
Something in there.
Well, aside from the one I'm already doing.
So Mather's all right.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
All apples were enough to cover your dust.
Yeah, I do like this hideaway much better. Still sad what happened, though. Can't wait to beat Titan into a, dust.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Aw. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Alright, so current quest. Gotta head on down that way. Fast traveling anywhere else is locked up for the moment, so I can't do any of the hunt monsters right now. But we'll unlock that eventually. I'm gonna probably get my butt kicked. That Ari man put up a fight. So I honestly can't wait to see how tough the other monsters are there. Regardless, all that stuff will have to take place next time. Ending this here and pick this up again later.